Hey, I'm Simon, and this is a nerd breated. God, I can't even say the name of my own channel. A nerd breated geeks with drinks. So first of all, let me say that this is not the intended format of this channel, and this will be probably a short video because I don't have anybody to kind of bounce things off with. But once this global pandemic that we're in the middle of right now clears up a bit, I'm hoping that I can, get together with people and have fun discussions. Sometimes over drinks, sometimes not. But right now, or at least until I can figure out how to do some kind of video conferencing thing, um, this is what I got. Anyway, this is probably going to be a controversial topic. Um, so, you know, but I want this channel to be a place of fun, positivity, first and foremost. So, feel free to disagree, share your opinion in the comments, but do so in a respectful manner. I am not afraid to block people. So, yeah. Um, so here we go. Let's get into this. Last night, I watched for the first time in a while Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And you know what? I enjoyed it. I know that there are a lot of people who, as far as they're concerned, that movie doesn't exist. And to that, I say you're missing out. Is it perfect? No. But what movie really is? Aside from maybe the original Star Wars. That one's. Even that has, little things here and there. Um, but this, people say it's not Indiana Jones. It absolutely is. He's just a bit older, and that changes people. So, of course, his character is going to change a bit. He's still going on an adventure. Uh, special effects, yeah, they're kind of cheesy. But when was the last time you watched the other three? Because I watched them recently too, and they're kind of cheesy. Um, they're really cheesy. I mean, I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I was surprised how cheesy it was, to be honest. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's great. Those movies are what they are. And I think they're meant to be a bit on the cheesy side. It's not serious high drama, it's adventure and humor. I mean, you've got in the original ones, you've got Sala. Hilarious. That that guy is so funny. You've got, granted, Temple of Doom is pretty dark, but there's still some humor. I mean, the banter with Willie and Indy and Shorty, it's it's great. And there's same banter in Raiders. You've got uh, Indy and Marion going back and forth. It's fantastic. You've got that banter with Indy and Henry Sr. in The Last Crusade. And now you have it with Indy and Mutt. And then bring in Marion as well. Although in this case, the tables have turned a little bit. And now Indy's the old man, with Mutt kind of giving him a hard time about that. I think it works. I think it's good. I liked it. Like I said, special effects were maybe not the best. But at the time, I mean, that's what they had. And a lot of that stuff wasn't that much different than what we had in the original. It just was digital and not more. Sorry, my brain's a little fried today after a full day at work. Practical. It wasn't practical. And I mean, that's kind of the way things were at that point in time in movie history. And now they're getting back to maybe where they use a bit more of the practical stuff and bring it more together with the digital. And we're in a good time right now. Anyway, all this to say, I liked it. I watched it with my lady friend last night. She had never seen it. She hadn't actually seen any of the Indy movies until, well, she met me. But, you know, she's a Lord of the Rings fan, Star Wars fan. Maybe not to the extent that I am. But she kind of knows those things. She still has a lot to see. But that's beside the point. We don't need to get into that right now. We were watching this, and there were points where she was laughing so hard. And I think that was intentional with the filmmakers. There's always been humor in Indy, just like there's always been humor in Star Wars. And it was joyous to see that joy in a person watching a franchise that I love. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a response to this after I get some feedback from people saying what kinds of things they didn't like. I thought it was Indy through and through. Being that it takes place in the 50s, they threw in some of that 50s B-movie sci-fi vibe. But it was still the 1930s adventure serial. Especially when they got out of the United States and into South America, Mexico. No, just South America. It's an adventure. It's fun. It's cheesy. It's what it's supposed to be. You don't have to like it. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying you're wrong if you don't like it. That's totally your call. I admit that I like a lot of things that a lot of people don't. Like the G.I. Joe movies. I thought they were fun. Perfect? Again? No. But I really like them. I might watch those again soon. Maybe I'll talk about them here. But if you haven't watched Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull since it came out in 2008, 12 years ago, give it another shot. You might find that it's not as bad as you remember. I think that's where I'll end this one today. Hopefully in the future I'll have more and better content. But this is what I got right now. I have to figure out an outro. So I will say, keep adventuring, but from a distance. Because right now, be safe. Don't get close to people. I'm rambling now. Just be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Stay healthy, not just for yourself, but for the people around you, so that you don't get sick, so they don't get sick. Take care of each other.